All right, now this video is if your breaker is tripping. So if you have a brand new spa or it's brand new to you, meaning you got it used from somebody and you just hooked it up and the breaker's tripping right away, most likely the GFCI breaker is wired wrong. I don't care what electrician wired it. A lot of them get it wrong. So call Easy Spa Parts if that is the case. They have a diagram, or take a picture of your GFCI. Call Easy Spa Parts. They'll have you send it to them and they will let you know whether it is wired correctly or not. If that's not the case, you've had the spa for a while, breaker starts tripping, this is what you do to figure it out. So the first thing you're going to do is, depending on what spa you have, you may only have 4 plugs here, you may have 5, you may have 6, you might have 7. Whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. You are going to unplug every single one of these plugs from the bottom of the can. I don't have that picture here, but the bottom of this metal can, you're going to unplug all of those plugs. Then you're going to reset the breaker. If the breaker holds, you are going to plug one plug in at a time, one at a time, until the breaker trips. If you unplug all these, reset the breaker, and the breaker still trips, most of the times it's one of these, but if it's not the case, then there are a couple other things to try. The first one is your ozone ballast. Now this is a newer one. You may have the old metal white ones. Same thing. I don't care if you have an ozone hooked up to it or not. The ballast itself is what can trip the breaker. So you are going to find the white and black wires where they connect to the PC board, and you are going to unplug them. The black one goes to P30 up here, and the white one went to P46 down here. So you are going to unplug those and put these wires out of the way, and you are going to reset the breaker. If the breaker holds, your ballast is bad. If the breaker still trips, it is most likely your heater. So your heater, these wires are a lot smaller than your actual heater wires. I just didn't want to cut a brand new heater wire off for this demonstration, so I just used whatever I had. So if the breaker's still tripping, you're going to come down here. You're going to want to do this with a handheld screwdriver, Phillips head, because if you use a drill, you could strip either the screw or the PC board threads, and then it won't go back in, and then you got to buy a new PC board, and you don't want to do that. So you're going to use little handheld one. You're going to keep the wires away from the board. So there's a red and a black. You are going to disconnect both of them. Now, you also have a white wire that goes to P28 up here. That is your neutral. You have to unplug that as well. If you do not, and your heater is bad, it'll still trip. So now you unplug that, you reset the breaker. Most likely your breaker is going to hold, because it's very rare that a PC board trips a breaker unless you could clearly see a black mark or a burn mark somewhere on the board. But majority of the times, it's one of these. If it's not, it could be this. If it's not this, it's most likely the heater. Give it a shot.